Hello everyone and welcome to Alright, so in the previous episode we got ourselves the Hylian shield, as you can see here, and you probably remember that one other prize that this guy has is a piece of heart, and I want to get that piece of heart, so I repeated this challenge, and basically what I had to do was I had to defeat 4 bosses in a row. Now I'm not gonna show you how I fought those 4 bosses in a row because it's basically, you know, the exact same thing that you saw before when I went for the Hylian shield. So I don't know, I feel like maybe it doesn't make much sense to show you that again, so here's a quick summary of how it went. Alright, so now that that is out of the way, what I'm gonna show you now is how I got all the other pieces of heart that I wanted to get. You will notice that this is sort of a different video. I'm not doing live commentary on this one. Instead, what I'm doing is just I'm speaking over the recording that I already did because, you know, I kind of feel like there was no point in me showing you how I actually got all the pieces of heart, because at least not in an uncut version is what I mean, because I do just a lot of flying around, moving around from one place to another, and it's not crazy hardcore gaming of any sort. So I think I will just show you the specifics, like the specific bits in which I get those pieces of heart, and I will make this video a little bit quicker. So, like I said, I was going for pieces of heart, but while I was at it, I also went for some goddess cubes, and I figured out that there was this goddess cube here, in basically outside the temple on top of this platform. So I just went for the goddess cube and then I went inside the temple. Because what you're gonna see now is that there is a piece of heart inside this temple. So we are back at this main area, and maybe you remember when I was doing the live take on this, that there was this piece of heart behind that gate, as you can see there. But I didn't get it at the time because, well, I didn't know how to do it, but in the end I was able to figure it out, and it's actually quite simple. All you need to do is just grab your beetle and fly all the way up until you see that open gate right there, and then you go through and then you hit one of those pink crystals that is there, and that's it. That's gonna open the gate down below, and then that's how I got this piece of heart. The next piece of heart is in the Lanayru desert, so I'm gonna show you now in the map where is it. It's basically there. If you go to that spot in the map, you are going to see this wall that is breakable with bombs. So it's very simple. You just go there, break the wall with a bomb, and then you go through this corridor. And at the end of the corridor, you will find another piece of heart. Now from this point, what I did was I went, you know, from target to target with the close shot, as you can see here. And I didn't know what I was gonna find because this was a completely new area for me. But turns out that at the end of this path, there was a goddess cube. So I took the chance to activate it, of course. Now, speaking about goddess cubes, there is another goddess cube in this area that I saw during my normal playthrough, but I didn't activate this cube because, well, basically because I didn't bother trying to activate it. I mean, it's not super difficult, but it requires, well, I wasn't able to get it on first try, and basically I didn't want to try for the second time. So essentially what you need to do is to get on this card, and then as you can see the goddess cube is up there, and all you need to do is activate the sword, with, you know, prepare the Skyward Strike, and then when you are at the right position, you just do the strike and you activate the cube. Okay, so up next I went to the Eldin Volcano. There is this area that is in the summit that then you can, you know, slide down this sand slide basically. And then if you go up here, you basically see the goddess cube right there. And this is one of those goddess cubes that, you know, when you open the chest associated to it, you get a piece of heart. So you see, like I said, there's a lot of traveling around from one place to another, and I didn't go in a specific order. I could have done that, I guess, and be a little faster with this, but I just had a list of pieces of heart, and it wasn't organized by any area or something, so it's kind of random the way I did it, but well, all the more reason to do this video in a shorter way, in order for me, you know, not to show you all this mindless traveling around, basically. So there is another goddess cube down there, and we are on top of this tree, and what we need to do is just jump down and make sure that we jump on top of this section, basically, and then we activate the cube. Okay, so now we are back at Skyloft, and there are a few pieces of heart here hidden. One of them is gonna be found underwater. You're gonna see that tunnel in there, so you just gotta swim through it. And then at the end of the path, you're gonna find a small room, and there are two chests in there. One of them being one of the goddess cubes chests. And as you can see, it has a piece of heart. Now the next section in Skyloft that I wanted to visit is on top of the academy. You can see that there is this target for the claw shot right there. So when you grab onto it with the claw shot, then you go down here and you go through this air duct. And interestingly enough, at the end of it, you come out on Zelda's room, inside Zelda's room. And if you go inside her wardrobe, you find this piece of heart. So yeah, I guess you can see that the relationship between Link and Zelda is much deeper than we know. Now the next piece of heart, I found it in the Eldin volcano area. So I'm back here again, and you probably remember this statue, and basically the statue tells you that there is a piece of heart nearby, and what you need to do is dig down in front of, down the hole that is in front of the statue. And then you get to this section, and here you can see not only you find a piece of heart, but you also find 3 fairies, which is quite good. Fairies don't come by often in the game, so here's a big opportunity for you to grab 3 of them actually. Okay, so now we are back at the skies, and at this point I start to just collecting all the goddess cubes that I possibly can. The first one that I'm gonna get is on this in this island here, and essentially what I need to do first, I don't figure it out at first, but after a while I noticed that you just have to swim under that pond. Basically you gotta go underwater in there, and then when you get to the other side you find a chest. Okay, so now I got to this island, and in this island there are actually 2 chests, as you will see. The first one is right there, and then the second one you're gonna see soon. So there's the chest, you can see it inside there. But the problem is that the only way I know how to get there is by dropping from the sky and then timing it so that you go, basically you go all the way to the left when you are getting at the right height, so that you fall inside the room. I don't know if there is another way to do this right. I honestly have no idea. but I just tried with this method, which is of course very difficult to pull off, and I wasn't able to do it. So in the end, I just gave up. But if you know of a better way to get this chest, feel free to let me know in the comments below, because I would very much appreciate it, and I would be glad to know how you can actually get it in an easy way. Okay, so after a while I just decided to fly away, and then I got to this other island right here, and in this one it's much easier. All you need to do is just bomb that wall to break it, and then you get the chest inside. And you get 100 rupees in this case. Then I got to this island here, and it's not super difficult, but you gotta land inside that hole. And it took me a few tries to get it right, but in the end I was able to do it, and well, once you are inside it's very easy. You just use the close shot and you grab the chest. Okay, so moving on, now we arrived at this island right here, and this one is very easy. All you need to do is land on top of this platform, and then you see that there is a chest behind those bars, and it's very easy to get there. You just use the close shot and hang to the ceiling, and then you can grab the contents of the chest. And this is a very useful thing. I got the potion medal. That potion is going to extend the durability of the effects of a potion, and that's very useful because you will see later that I'm gonna try to improve my guardian potion, and this guardian potion, if you improve it, can make you invincible. Like not only just resist damage, but to be basically invulnerable to damage. And if you combine that with this medal, basically you can have an extended period of invincibility, basically, and that's gonna be very useful for the final boss of the game. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to improve to upgrade my guardian potion, and at the very least I'm gonna have one for sure in my pouch before I get to the final fight. But technically speaking, I mean, you could have as many as you want. Like, I have 4 battles, I could have 4 of them actually, and you know, just use them all in the final fight. I guess that would make things way easier than they should be, but there's always that option available for me if things get too tricky. Okay, so this is the next island that I arrived at. There are actually 2 chests hidden here in different rooms of the island, and the way you can get to both of them is by landing on top of that platform in there and then digging down that hole that you can see there. So then from here you can actually get to 2 different rooms, as I said. The first one that I got to had a chest with a small quiver, and in the second one I was able to find another empty bottle. And finally, the last chest I was able to find was here on top of this this small temple where you learn all the songs that you needed to improve your sword. And on top of there is where I got this small bomb back. Alright my friends, so that's basically it. Those are all the chests I was able to find. And now the one thing I wanna do before going for the final fight is to improve the guardian potion, and for that I'm gonna need bags. I'm gonna show you now how I found all these bags and how I catch them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this unusual style of episode, this voiceover commentary. Yeah, like always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next episode.